Okay, 6:29 Monday morning. Well, today's the 4th, December 4th or 5th, something like that. Okay, as yesterday's video, we were kind of watching for some floodwaters. I don't believe anything happened by the news reports, but we're on our way down now. Basically, I guess we'll see what happens. I'll take you guys along with me. Had a light frost this morning. Yesterday, not shortly after I made that last video, it stopped raining here, and through the afternoon it cooled off significantly. So I think all of the precipitation up in the Sierras was probably snow rather than rain, because it wasn't warm enough. So that's good, because basically we didn't get the runoff coming down the river that they were anticipating. So that's good. It's all well and good, we hope. So alright, so last night on the Mumble, some of the guys on there, WTBM 123, Batster Cat, Snow Crusher, Cheater 40, Greg Porter was in there, Jeff Chance, John, Ziggy was in there for a while. It's good to talk to all those guys. Chef Touch came in later on. So like I say, Mumble's a good thing. I encourage you guys to try it out. So at the end of the weekend, we basically we messed around with our 86 F-250 a little bit on Saturday. And basically what we did on that, they've taken all the emission components off the engine of that truck. They pulled all they had dual smog pumps on it. They pulled those off. They've taken off all the piping and whatnot for the exhaust air tubes, and they've just left all the tubes there and kind of bent them over. They disconnected all the vacuum trees, but what they did is they, put a lot of like little pieces of hoses with screws in them to plug off vacuum ports and things like that. And a lot of it, what I found is when you touch it, they just kind of crumble into dust. So we went down to the auto store on Saturday and we got some vacuum plugs, a little assortment of those, and went through. We fixed all that stuff up, and the truck runs 100% better. They took the mist out of it, sealing up the vacuum again. So one project we're going to have to do is to go through and kind of take all that stuff. We have there's 2 vacuum trees I think that are unused in the intake manifold. There's some thermal valves that are no longer used. Of course, we've got bent, ripped off piping for the air stuff everywhere. We got to take all that off and plug it off, because that just doesn't look very good. So that's another little project we'll have to do. Did drive the truck around some yesterday afternoon. Runs pretty good. We got to take a look at the brakes. I did try to adjust the clutch in it. The clutch grabs what I think is pretty close to the floor, and I like it to grab a little higher, but what I found is that it's a hydraulic clutch. I don't really see at this point much of any way to adjust it. And ones that I've had in the past, you can pop the little rod off of the off of the pedal assembly in the back of the master cylinder. And when you do that, you can, you know, there's like a little threaded portion on the rod, and you can change the length of that rod and adjust the way the clutch grabs. I did pop that one out, and this one here, it doesn't adjust. It's just like a crimped on little eyelet on the end of the rod. So not really quite sure what we're going to do on that, but we'll figure it out. May just actually have to go through and complete it and see if that changes the feel as well. And if we can get valve cover gaskets that are leaking. I did actually get a new set of valve cover gaskets with the truck, so I'll have to change those out. But anyways, it seems to go pretty well. Like I said, it's got a pretty good brake pulsation, so we'll have to take a look at the drums and rotors on it and see what we come up with. This is the morning commute through Reno Sparks. Like I say, it's 6:36 a.m. right now. It's pretty typical on the commute. You know, we find this to be pretty average. It gets actually a lot busier a little later in the day. So it's fairly light right now. Not too bad a commute. We're actually on Interstate 80 right now, I-80, which goes across the country. I think a lot of you guys are near I-80. It goes all the way across, so. Fairly heavily traveled truck route. A lot of truck traffic on 80 here. It's pretty much the major corridor here across Nevada into California. I think we have I-80 here in the north, and then you get I-15 in the south down through Vegas. Well, like I say, it's, you know, it's all dry. It was pretty dry yesterday afternoon, so I think we're fine. They are actually calling for some more rain, I think tomorrow and Wednesday, but it doesn't sound like it's much of anything that's anything to worry about. I think, I don't know, we'll have to see what the boss says, but see what we're going to do about cleaning up our sandbags and stuff. This little underpass we're going through right now is a pretty good indication of flood, because the water will come into here as well. And if there's nothing there, then I don't think we're going to find anything up here. So I'm kind of thinking today we'll have kind of a mess to clean up with the stuff. Which is fine. I'd rather, you know, clean up sand than clean up muddy water, for sure. We've actually left Reno, and right now we're in Sparks, Nevada. Reno and Sparks are sister cities that kind of run into one another. And that Dodge pickup in front of us was in a very big hurry to get around us, and as you can see, he got a lot farther. City driving, I tell you, people. It's kind of funny, because driving this little car always seems like people are trying to run over you. the first small car I've actually driven pretty much on a daily basis for quite a while. I've been driving pickup trucks. For several years I had 2 or 3 Crown Victorias that I would drive as drivers. So, you know, bigger cars. Little cars give you a different feel. It's not a bad commute. Like I say, it takes, you know, depending on traffic, 10 or 15 minutes in the morning. We're pretty much there. There's one of those new little Fiats we just went by. They seem to be selling a lot of those. Seeing them, we have a dealer here in town for them, and I'm starting to see more and more of them on the road. Kind of funny because they're what I would call a I don't know if I want to call it a girl's car, or I don't know, I'm not really sure how to describe them, but I suppose in this day and age I think they start at about $15,000. They get pretty good gas mileage supposedly, so I guess that's the draw. Not really my thing, I guess, but to each his own. There's all kinds of different vehicles in the world for a reason. So, all right, this little bridge right here. We're going over the river, looking down the sides. It's still pretty full, but it's still within. Looks like it's within its banks. There's some low-lying farmland up here on the left. Let's see what's up on that as we go by. I'd say it'd be kind of cool if there's nothing here, because I just hate cleaning this kind of stuff up. Riding along in our Subaru, white one that we did the engine. Pretty much a daily driver. Drive it all the time. And it doesn't get as good a gas mileage as the red one, but I don't know. It's just a nice. I like it better to drive. I think it's a nicer driving car than the red ones. Pretty much our vehicle of choice. Funny because I think we put like 700-800 miles on it now, and in the last little while it seems like it's running better all the time, and I think what it is the rings are seating into the cylinder. We're getting a good compression seal, starting to make some power. It just runs nice. Oh yeah, we're dry as a bone, so I think we missed the bullet on this one, so that's good. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yep, everybody walking across to go in. One of the advantages of being management, I basically get openers to all the doors. Alright guys, we're all dry here. We missed it, and I appreciate all your comments and well wishes, but we're fine here in Reno, and I guess we'll pick up some sand today. So until the next one, catch you guys later.